Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Evan from Let's Talk Tech here, and today we're going to be talking about the HomePod made by Apple. It's one of the few things that's mentioned most of all on the keynote on September 12th. So the keynote on September 12th will involve the release of the iPhone 8, possibly a new Apple Watch Series 3, the HomePod, and that's all I know so far. Also, the iPhone 7s and the iPhone edition is what we're hoping they're going to be announcing. Anyway, so yeah, the HomePod is another thing they're going to be announcing, and it's not like reviewed as much as I thought it would personally. So I thought I'd put a video out there just kind of telling you some of the specs. There's a lot of dust flying. Sorry about that. Lots of dust. Anyway, yeah, I just opened up my blinds so like letting a little natural light in. Anyway, so the HomePod includes, here's just kind of some of the inner workings. It's an Apple A8 chip, so it's gonna be a faster processor. It's gonna have a high exertion woofer, so it'll be a even higher sound quality. And with that, you're gonna have some pretty high quality speakers, intact in the device itself. So yeah, yeah, they're kind of nice speakers from what I've read on them. So link down in the description to Apple. It really talks a lot about it in depth. Not just saying, oh, we're releasing a HomePod. See ya. See ya at the keynote or whatever. Yeah, it really does include some really good information. Anyway, it also has a microphone array, meaning that it can detect speech very well from even across a large room. Like if I was at like one side of my house and the HomePod was at the other, it could probably detect that my speech from the other side of the house. So yeah, that I find is actually pretty cool. So spatial awareness is another thing it has. It detects where in the room it is, just to give you what room it is in and where it is in the room to give you the best sound quality possible. I think that is smart. I think that Apple really did a good job with that. It tunes music. It tunes music. Sorry, it by itself. It is very neat by that. It has to deal with spatial awareness. It really tunes it by itself, and I think that's gonna get Apple very far with this. And just going into this business is actually very risky because many companies have released pods all over the place, like Amazon Echo, Amazon Echo Show, Amazon Echo Dot. There have been like 2 generations of the Echo Dot, and there's been 1 generation of the Echo, but they've also released a new one, the Echo Show. So honestly, this is really going to get Apple far with what it's doing, because they are really stepping into dangerous territory. But I think the unique aspects is what I've always loved about Apple. They'll take something like a smartphone or something, and turn it into a unique way of thinking about things. Instead of like just having a smartphone, with touchscreen, here you go, kind of thing. They add system preferences that are some things you don't even think about, like that would be helpful. Honestly, some of the things can be a problem looking for a solution. I'm sorry, a solution looking for a problem. Like some of the things that Apple does, I find are kind of weird, but I believe that the way they are able to do that kind of stuff, like step into dangerous territory and succeed, because they have unique aspects of thinking of things. I think that is what really makes or breaks the deal, if you're an Apple fan or not, if you like their unique aspects. Anyway, back to talking about this. It also will learn your musical preferences by like just playing different songs, and it'll give you like updates, I'm guessing, like on newer music, or like, hey, listen to this playlist or something like that. 40 million songs are available. That is a crazy amount of songs. I don't think anybody can listen to that many songs at once, at least. But anyway, yeah, that's also cool. It also, of course, like Google Home. Yeah, that's another one I forgot to mention. I was focusing on Amazon. Google Home is another one that is a larger competitor. You really don't hear much about their device, but it is still very prevalent in the world of these kinds of pods. Anyway, Um, it works with smart home devices, just like Google Home and Amazon Echoes. So I mean, like that's not unique in any way. It can be asked multiple questions. That's not new either. We're used to that. Um, it uses Siri. Yeah, so Siri, they're kind of advancing Siri a little bit to do stuff even on the Apple Watch. There's apparently a new watch face coming out, so look out for that if you are an Apple Watch user. Yeah, make sure to look out for that. Because there will be a new update and there will be a new Apple Watch face that has a bunch of different things that you can do with Siri. Now, I have the Apple Watch Series 1. I don't know if it's going to come to mine, but that would be a very big inconvenience if it just went to the Series 2 and 3, because many people actually still have the Series 1 because it's cheaper and people are getting it for cheaper. I feel that it's like the cheapest model out there right now. Like when I got it, it was $189. It was really good. It was a very good deal. Anyway, some of the other aspects on the outside, not much to say. It's actually pretty sleek looking. You can check out a picture of it. It's on the website down below. It's 6.8 inches tall and 5.6 inches wide, so it's a good sized one. I mean, it's not as tall as the Amazon Echo is. That's about maybe about a foot tall. But yeah, you can check it out on the website below. Yeah, it's actually probably around the height of the Google Home. You know, I think that Apple is going to succeed with this HomePod idea. They've been bouncing around in their heads, I feel, ever since the Echo came out and it started competing with stuff like Google Home, which like didn't skyrocket, but it still was there as a competitor of the Amazon Echo. They probably saw this like how much they each succeeded and probably looked at the Amazon Echo and said, "Hey, how can we develop a product to anyway, to compete with these two and hopefully win a competition." Thanks guys so much for watching. Um, Make sure to comment down below. I like reading comments, and I like responding to comments. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.